Hello. I'm just constantly trying to figure all the things out. I forgot to look up to see if I can see who is on my Facebook Live. I can see who's on my Instagram Live. I cannot see who is on my Facebook Live. It is very annoying. Turn that down just a little bit. So, hi. Welcome to probably the last live I'm going to do at 8 p.m. I'm either going to do it at 9 p.m. or I'm going to do it like earlier in the day because the chaos it creates in our house as a kid is coming downstairs. The chaos that it creates in our house stresses my husband out, stresses me out. What, honey? Oh, my brother's on here. Hi, Rye. No, you can't come over here. You can't see him anyway. No, just say hi, Uncle Ryan.
Hi, Uncle Ray.
Okay, now say good night.
Good night.
Okay, go back upstairs, please. So, all right. So tonight we're gonna go over. I have the best brother. I have two wonderful brothers, but Peyton's probably already asleep. So Ryan, you should tell me all your symptoms that you have going on, and let me see if I can heal them. I would never say that to anybody else. Let me see if I can support them with my oils. Sweetheart, I'm gonna have to give him a timeout on this live. Hey, Anderson, can you go get in your bed, please? The kid, you can just keep doing your thing. Okay. Love you too. So I wanted to go over because I did a deep dive last Thursday, Friday, Saturday about just symptoms. And I think there's a lot of stuff that we miss. So we're only looking at the high end, the high level. I can't sleep. I actually tried to pay attention to this when I was talking to people at my market this weekend because I feel like it is something that we are, when people come in and talk to me and they're like, oh, well, what do you have for sleep? I'm like, oh, well, what's going on? Okay, I'm not sleeping. I'm waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. When I'm going to sleep, I can't stop my brain from racing. It is just too chaotic in my brain. And I'm wired, but I'm exhausted. And I'm always tired throughout the day. So that, because I have been doing this for so long, immediately triggers a sign to me that probably it's something with hormones, hormone imbalance, and that's any age that's, in your teens, your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. So then we kind of start talking about, all right, well, a really clear signal that something's going on between 1 and 3 is your liver is waking you up because it's detoxing. And I always talk about that because I don't think it's talked about enough. And that is what started me down this whole hormone balancing road, is that I would never sleep. And which part of it I do think, and my brother I think is still on here, but he would tell you is genetics. But I think that it's something that is very important to talk about. And they when I was going through getting my gallbladder out in 2019, I was very frustrated. Sleep is so hard. Ryan, I want you to try the magnesium spray. Dad's using it and loves it. But one time I chased my brother around and he wouldn't let me spray the magnesium spray on him. He got really mad at me. I'm just trying to help. Hey, Anderson, are you still down here? I like to struggle. Yeah, we're like addicted to the high of the struggle. You guys are cute. My husband's now on too. I never have guys. Hey, do you guys want to go and take over the tent on Father's Day? Or we can call it Father's Uncle Day. Massages. Massage. What? Masochist. That's the word. I wasn't gonna get there. I'm too tired. So, I think that. See, now I get distracted because my brother's talking to me. Um, so do you guys want to know? Okay, since I'm already off on a tangent, I'm just going to go on one more tangent. I always say it to see the real true. Um, he's off. He's off. Ryan. My okay. My brother's name is Ryan, and my husband's name is Ryan, and we are Southern. And Ryan and Southern is Ryan. So it's just like that guy sucks. He's dealing with Jordan, who I think might be crying. Um, so so yes, I always get confused. I have to call my brother Rye. It sucks as much as sleep sucks. Well, I don't know. Um, so the one, oh, what I was gonna say about the sibling thing is I just think there's nobody, like, you're never gonna see a more pure side of a human being when they're with their sibling who, like, they've been with, you know, Ryan is going to be what, 37 in July, and he he just brings out a lighter side of me. We call it the woe, because is woe Nilla, because we don't our my maiden name is Womack. I went by Woe. He went by Woe first, and then when I moved to college, they started calling me Woe when I worked at Starbucks, and it stuck. And so I call it the Woe side, um, because the Yurton side is a little more put together. That's not true. Gets into situations that are interesting. She's the bee's knees. Woe for life. Yes, well, yeah. So, all right, back to our what we're talking about. So somebody asked me, they left me a comment and asked about Hashimoto's, migraines, and allergies. And so that really took me down a rabbit hole of just trying to figure out, are they all connected? Because every time I type in all of my um, things that I have going on, whether it's migraines, allergies, um, I don't I don't have Hashimoto's, but I know when I use my thyroid roller ball that I feel better. So that is something that is super, like, beneficial, and it is typically all related to stress, because if you're under chronic stress for so long, then it's going to eventually, it's like the main pillar of our whole, like, nervous system, and if that gets dysregulated, then that dysregulation, I don't like that word, it's too long. That dysregulation is going to just start causing problems. And I feel like they're slow at first. I feel like, oh, okay, first it's like, for me, the body is like, hey, I really need you to slow down. Could you please, what is this? There are all these things up. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. So there are, so let's say like my body's like, okay, yeah, like a, I need a break. So my body's going to give me a break and make me lay down and it's going to give me a migraine. Okay, so it's not fun, but it's just like one pillar. And then maybe I don't slow down. And so then my body gets inflamed and my immune system is just trying to figure out what's going on. And Hashimoto's is the immune system attacking the thyroid. So that's where you're going to like really not feel good. And when we talk about the thyroid, we have to talk about energy, and the thyroid is in charge of our energy. And so if those hormones aren't being loved on during the day, or the immune system is hitting on the thyroid um, hormones, then that is going to start messing with even our weight. And that is going to be something that is a slow, you don't just wake up overnight and gain, 50 pounds or lose 50 pounds. Like it can go either way and or stuck. So then that's another pillar that's kind of gone crashing down. I also actually thought it'd be fun to like set up dominoes and just have them named like stress and then hormones, and then you just push one down and it'll go. Um, and I think like my brother and I have said, like, we just don't sleep in that insomnia. It's not random. It's because things are just so dysregulated. And a lot of times, like how I feel recently is that I'm stuck in fight or flight mode. And so that means that I am going to be in storage mode of my body is like, like, what do they say? The men are the hunters and the women are the gatherers. And so I think my body's like gathering all these pieces together, trying to like keep myself safe. And, and then sometimes it's not even it is stress, and it's not always like bad stress. It could be like the allergies. When the allergies start rolling in, I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to have a migraine. And then the other side of it too is that the allergies, 32.5 ceiling tiles in my third apartment. Counted them too many times. Thanks. Thanks, Rye. Are you working or are you done working? Um so when I 32.5 tiles in my third apartment. Oh, because you couldn't sleep. Okay, I was not catching on to that. Working on loving this dork. Um, I'm gonna ask, and yeah, working. So, I see I've lost it. This is how what happens is I get distracted and then I lose it. And then when I put it on YouTube, I'm like, oh, nobody's watching it. Which I guess I could edit it down, but I'm just not that committed to YouTube. I kind of just throw it on. I've been throwing on my these live videos and pulling the such a sibling thing. Um and pulling the if they're group members and don't have privacy. So I can't see who's live on my Facebook page and comments. Viewer counts, but you can't see who's watching live. Okay, Facebook. Facebook, if you are on here and want to say hi, because I cannot see who comes on to these lives. I can see who comes on to Instagram. I can't see who's coming on to Facebook. So if you say hi, I'll say hi back. Just like I'm saying hi to my brother who's somehow on Instagram. Don't do it. We could get one of them podcasting images and make them dollars, yo. We'll get there eventually. I gotta think of, hey, sweetie, don't come on the side, but Uncle Rai Rai's on. You want to say hi through the mic?
Hi, Uncle Rai Rai.
Okay, now what? Wait, where am I? I don't know where you are, Ryan. What do you need? Oh, I don't think it's gonna storm tonight. I thought this was Facebook. No. Okay. I have to finish this and then I'll come check on you. Deal? Okay, say bye, Uncle Rai Rai.
Bye, Uncle Rai Rai.
Ryan, I can't show her. I can't show you the kids because I don't like to put them on. What? Yeah, that was in a closed group, and this is an open thing. So, okay, let's move on. I'll come check on you in a little bit. So, I thought a good podcast would be like rooted with Rachel or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. So, um, okay, so we're talking about sleep, and so let's say inflammation causes stress on our bodies as well. So it might not even be like, I mean, honestly, right now, if you're in the world that we're in, we're just constantly stressed, and that's just the truth of it. It doesn't really matter what's going on. We're just getting hit from 100 different sides. So just listen to your body, and if there is, what did I see the other day? Every time there is a leaf outside, wicked woes. No, I'm not doing wicked woes. Ryan, can you just like share the what you said one time about how you went to business school and I didn't, and I'm the one running a business? I'll make you come on live with me if you're not careful. Rachel used to hog the home phone. Never mind, maybe I don't want you to come on live. Um, okay, so I let's start with allergies. I feel like let me talk to my friends. Great. You won't win this. I'm not trying to win anything. This is where siblings get dangerous. Keep it classy. Um, hog the home phone. People don't even know what that is anymore. All right, so let's say you've got allergies, then you get a migraine, and you're curious why all of that is kind of flaring up at once. Um, and I just think it's time to look at your body and look at what it's asking. But the home phone still stinks. Stop. So when your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode and inflammation is just running rampant. Hi, Sarah. Hey, remind me. I have a necklace idea. Not idea, but I have. Help me remember. Um, so we want to support those things at the root. So we want to support the systems in our body that are in charge of keeping us calm, of getting us out of fight or flight mode, of making sure that we shut the inflammation down really quickly. So, we all know to take turmeric internally for the most part. If you've been kind of on your wellness journey for a while, you take the inflammation, um, sorry, you take the turmeric internally for the inflammation. And then to kind of ramp that up to the next level, you've read so much about magnesium and what that looks like, what that can do to calm your body down naturally. And then you can so those are the two things that you know. My argument with taking too many supplements is that if your body is waking you up between 1 and 3 a.m., your liver probably isn't going to process the turmeric or the magnesium. And a lot of people can't even take magnesium because it tears their stomach up. I did speak to someone earlier today who said that she can't take the powder, but she can take the like pill form of magnesium. And there's like, I don't know, there's like 8 to 10 different forms of magnesium. So you really have to pay attention to the magnesium that you're choosing. And but let's say that you are waking up again between 1 and 3 a.m. That's your liver trying to clean itself. And the last thing you need to do, unless it's unless the supplement is being um, unless the supplement uses the kidneys to process it, then we are just putting our liver on blast again, which is still going to make us not sleep well because it can't take all of those vitamins and supplements that we're trying to pump our bodies full of. So that's just a really like simple way of doing it, and one that I don't think is talked about enough. You're trying to get down to the root of your problem. So you're like, oh, I'm going to take turmeric for inflammation. I'm going to take magnesium for my nervous system so I can finally exhale and breathe. And these are all good things. But I think that the conversation where we miss it in the conversation of feeling better is using our skin. And that is why I am so passionate about using our skin and using, these. I'm actually going to tell you a story. We were in Haiti like 10 years ago, and my husband had a terrible allergic reaction to, we have no idea what, but he swelled up so bad. We were pumping him full of anything we could think of, and he was miserable. So, Benadryl, ibuprofen, I mean, it was nonstop. Any allergy medicine we could find. We went to the store, anything we could find. He was just so miserable. Finally, I think it was the second to last day or the last day we were there, we asked one of the, they call the nannies madams. So, Madame Michelle, we asked her, do you, so there's this other person I know. Oh gosh. Oh, my sister. Now my sister's on too. My siblings are on being awesome. Oh, and Stacy. Hi, Stacy. And Sarah. Look at all you guys. This is the most I've ever had on a live at one time. Now I'm getting nervous. I'm just gonna start sweating. So, I love you guys. Hi, Boo. Hey, Boo. It's our sister. Don't make me cry. Stacy and Sarah, what up, y'all? She's famous. Oh boy. Anyways, okay. So, Madame Michelle, we actually asked her. I do not think I'm better than you. I mean, I'm the favorite, so I am better than you, but I can't do anything about that. Um, so Madame Michelle, we asked this madam for help with my husband's face, and she went and she got these leaves and she put them on his face. That is all she did. She literally was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. Went and got some leaves and literally like placed them all over his face, and it went away within. Ryan, she is the shut up was professional, to be clear. Okay. Did I say shut up? Great. Great. This is backfire. Um, So, okay, back to using our skin. You guys don't distract me. I am having fun. I'm glad you're here, but maybe just like a FaceTime call would be fine. Um, I so from there it got my like brain thinking, and I was not into any essential oils or anything like that, but it did get me thinking like it's interesting that we can um which kid do we think this is? We can use our skin, and our skin is our biggest organ, so it does make sense. So like if a liver is an organ, and hi, your leg hurts, huh? This happens every night. Okay, grab me that spray. We're gonna get some live balanced home mom care. Hurry up, because I can't keep getting in. Okay, So my daughter's leg hurts. She's growing pains. Ampu's on too. Now say hi, Ampu.
Hi, Aunt Boo, I miss you.
She's smiling so big. All right, so this is just joyful magnesium spray. Wait, hold on. What did you say?
My favorite one is joyful
That's right. Why?
because it makes me happy.
It makes you happy. You're Ryan. I think you're on Instagram. Do you know what you're on? All right, there you go. All right, do you want to take that upstairs? Okay. Just Ampu says hi, Blakey. I miss you, sweet girl. Okay, focused on mommy's success. Thank you. Um, take that upstairs with you. So when we are, you too, stop. So when we are inflamed and we want to, I listen, I will still take turmeric and I will still take, actually, I can't take magnesium. It hurts my stomach, but I will sometimes take turmeric. But I can use that inflammation roller ball to calm all the chaos in my body. And when we are just focusing on getting the inflammation out of our body, if you have somewhere that hurts, definitely roll the inflammation roller ball on. But if you are just trying to like today, I'm very inflamed. And I'm very just like I just haven't been drinking enough water. I feel like I need to, like, I could just put the roller ball on my wrists or anywhere that has thin skin, and then those oils are going to go in and they're going to kind of calm that chaos of inflammation. So that's one way we're going to meet that problem. And that will start calming everything down. Then to love on the nervous system, again, we're going back to the roots. We're going to calm that down with the magnesium spray. I just sprayed. Okay, now that she's upstairs, listen. She comes down every night, and I'll give you an example. And this is not to make my sister feel bad, but she always misses my sister. This is just, it's always been a thing. When she was little, she got to go be at my mom's house with my mom and, well, with my family, and they kept her. So they have a really special relationship. That joyful is going to balance that mood out, and it's also going to heal that nervous system at the same time. So even though it's not like a sleep magnesium blend, the magnesium is going to, hello. Now it's just Ryan. You want to come say hi? We've got Stacy on. I don't know if she's still on. Oh, you can get on. Stacy's on. Ryan, Savannah's here. They're distracting me like a lot. Um, so it doesn't matter what like whether it's mine or somebody else's magnesium spray is not a big deal. But we can use that in our to heal our bodies. And so I think those two are really huge, but then also we want to optimize our sleep because our sleep is when the biggest healing is going to come in our body, and that is where we're going to look at loving on our adrenals and loving on our thyroid. No, sorry, loving on our liver, adrenals, and getting that good routine to optimize sleep. So even though, like we said, Savannah, my sister Savannah has always been a really good sleeper. She does not have the problems that me and my brother have, I don't think. Um, but she but Ryan and I, like, we have always had it. So let's say we're just going to optimize what sleep we do get, um, and start kind of like riding that ship of that fighter, getting that fight or flight system to turn off, getting the inflammation to come down, and resetting the nervous system. Um, let me. You guys are so mean to each other. He's bashing you on here. I know he came and left. So, um, so if we're like we want to reset our nervous system and we want to get out of fight or flight, I'm great at sleeping. However, lately I'm struggling more and starting to get more consistent with liver and adrenals because our mom says it helps a ton. So that is something that just know a lot of this is because I dealt with it or somebody. My inflammation rollerball got started because my aunt had seen a let's see, my aunt had kept getting targeted for an arthritis rollerball, and so um she just was like, hey, I'm gonna ask my essential oil niece and see if she can help me figure out a rollerball for my arthritis. So there's always like something going on like that, and that's why I have some of the blends that I and products that I have is to meet needs that I like saw constantly, but then also like from I mean I've been in business 5 years, so I can watch where you guys are struggling, and if I can't piece together like two or three blends to fix a problem, I'll usually offer to do like a customized blend. um, and then if I see the customized blend a lot, like the teething one, then I turn it into a um, full, permanent spot. Give it a permanent spot on my um, product line. Thank you. I can't ever see what's going on Facebook, so yeah, I'm just kind of winging it at this point. So, so factors that kind of play into how long it takes to get your body out of fight or flight and start healing that nervous system is most people kind of feel a shift after 2 to 4 weeks of like consistent support. um, but so let's say 2 weeks, let's give it 2 weeks of using whatever products you want, my products, taking the turmeric or using the inflammation roller ball, taking magnesium or using the magnesium spray, and then optimizing your sleep. Again, that's going to be a perk of magnesium at night and internally is just loving that um, nervous system a little faster. And then if you roll on your adrenals roller ball, like we don't want it to be overwhelming. That's what I always tell people. If it's too overwhelming, it's not going to happen. And I actually, Stacy, who was on here earlier, she said something so long ago that she probably doesn't remember, but she said, I cannot take away. I can't take things away. Don't make me like don't give me too much to do. I can add supplements, I can add everything possible, but don't give me too much to do because if you make me take away like um it's always food related like for me. That's what I always think about. I'm like, don't take my coffee away. So actually coffee is something that depletes your magnesium. So if you're a big coffee drinker like me, it's going to be depleting my magnesium. So that's another reason to use magnesium spray. So if you give it something about 2 weeks to turn this around, you should start feeling a little. I do think like after a few days of using the adrenals roller ball and using the liver roller ball, I do feel a lot better. And then if I pair that with my thyroid roller ball during the day, that's when that fatigue goes away. So these are all things that are really like it might not be such an obvious turn, but like I will usually feel a little less snappy. I won't have to take I actually don't really have to take a nap anymore because this is probably the best I've been. I shouldn't say I don't really take naps. I would take a nap every day. There's no time, and I'm pretty sure my body's stuck in fight or flight. So to get it calmed down is a whole nother thing. Um, so this kind of weird ones that you will notice, like once you start loving on your nervous system, is again that less snappy, easier time falling asleep is a big one. fewer energy crashes. You won't crave, the caffeine, the sugar as much, less overstimulation, noise sensitivity. That's a huge one for me. I actually got the like earplugs that you plug in your ears to like quiet the loudness of my house because I just get so overwhelmed. And I just couldn't, I can't take it. And then just more calm, like just not that like my siblings are on here, so they're gonna know what I'm talking about. That's like this like not tingly, but I don't know what you would call it. Just like when you're stressed, and every time that leaf flies outside, I think something's wrong. Um, so just this like unsettled feeling that's in my body, like I have it right now because I haven't been taking care of my nervous system. So that is like kind of the first couple weeks. Tension, boo, that's a good word. Um, Unnerving. Thank you guys. All of us never want to feel that again. We talk about it every now and then. And just know that like that's the first few steps of it in those first like 2 to 4 weeks. And then after that, it's just kind of a slow, steady process. I always say I popped out of my mom like super stressed and like I like I wonder how long. I hope it's not like it takes the same amount of time to get you out of fight or flight and stress mode than put you in, that it put you in. Um, so the other side of it too is like you're kind of rewriting how your body is working. So if those sometimes mine is so physical it feels like when your foot is asleep, but it's all over. Actually, that's a really good point. When we are so stressed and our fight or flight system is so oh, somebody's on here. Allergies. Hi, Paul. You guys, did you guys all text each other? Are you lying? Ryan, Paul's on Facebook. Paul, are you dying with allergies? I talked about allergies earlier. Welcome to St. Louis. I mean, you've been here before, but you know what I mean. Welcome back. Um, so that Paul, give me like who invited Paul? I did. Um, Paul, what are you guys doing over there? Are you having a good night? Oh boy. Uh, Paul's on Facebook. I'm on live 2 places. Um, Paul, how's your stress level? I think I know the answer, but why don't you just tell me that? Paul, Ryan, and Savannah are on Instagram and they say hi. So let me wait on his answer about if he's feeling stressed, and we can like I think all of us have um allergies actually. And I think allergies is a really important. I'm really kind of going with this on the fly, so just go with me. But if we're thinking about how much our bodies are trying to fight the allergies like in the air, it really will kind of like stress out our bodies. So even if there's like not at the moment, Paul said he's not stressed at the moment. Um, well, okay. Um, I use allergies every night in my diffuser and sleep. Yes. So allergies cause inflammation, and so inflammation is going to stress our body out. And so that's just another way we don't feel good because our bodies are trying to fight the allergies that are coming into. Well, Ryan, never mind. I'll text you about that later. Um, our You guys are distracting me so much. I'm not saying I know you're not. I'm not saying it's all of them. It's good stuff. I think he's just bashful about his stress levels. Let her focus. I don't think he's bashful about them. I think he's not stressed at the moment, like he said. Um, Paul, do you have our like do you have an allergy roller diffuser? I always diffuse. That's typically what we go to right now is the allergy diffuser. And I never used the roller ball, but I think Amanda actually used the roller ball on Saturday. She just couldn't breathe, and so she kind of rolled it like right here and then took a big inhale of it, and it kind of cleared everything up, which is really wonderful. So, but again, like we want to be ahead of that inflammation and that stress on our bodies. So it would be interesting to see if maybe before all of the allergies come at the beginning of the year, we can. Oh, you know what? Somebody else told me about allergies. This has nothing to do with me, but we've been taking not very well and not consistently elderberry, and I can link the one that we like if anybody or message me, link it. We watch too much YouTube. I can link the video to that one down below, but there's a ton of people that do elderberry. But then if you get an elderberry with like honey in it, it's a double way to support allergies. Um, so we just want to be keeping any and all inflammation out of our system and then trying to give our bodies ways to handle any stress that is going to come our way, whether that is allergies or, something going on in our personal life. We want to just make sure we're trying to manage that really well. And that is when your like calm roller or calm products come in and the relax products. Calm is really good like during the day to balance out that anxiety. I liked what my brother said, like tingling, like you're just super stressed, just to calm you down. But like also make sure you can keep going because we can't be like calming so down that we are not gonna do anything. Like I cannot do that as a mom, not during the day. I can't be like, I mean, I can because I have a great husband, and if I needed a nap, he would definitely give me a nap. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just have to keep going. So that's why I have calm for the day to stay calm, and then relax during for nighttime. So it's honestly the blend of it is called liquid Xanax. Um, and I used to call it tranquil, so it's like I shot you with a tranquilizer and it just chills you out. And it is so um soothing and relaxing. And then I'm learning that over here you put them on if you roll the oils on the side of your neck, that is going to stimulate your vagus nerve to get going and to calm you down. Or brothers. Oh, you're not stressing me out. I'm just trying to be professional, which I don't know why, because this is my company. And it means a lot to me that you guys are on listening. So, um, yeah. And Paul's on here asking about poor allergies. The whole world has allergies right now in St. Louis. And then I saw like the white fluffy cotton balls, like whatever they are, drifting through the air. And I'm like, you know what? So, all right. So it's liquid Xanax. Yeah. Heard that. That's Ryan. So, I think that is all. Your dog has allergies. You can use the allergy stuff on her if you will. Um, I was hoping for something else. I That's very dramatic that she has allergies. She's cute. I can't wait to see her full grown. Was she fine with she would actually do really well with, how was she with the storms? Was she freaking out last night? So he needs a diffuser. You do need a diffuser. He bought one, but he doesn't use it. I need you to make me a diffuser. Ryan, you make the diffusers, and then Savannah, you make the oil holders, and then we'll be unstoppable. Um, all right. So I think that is it for now. Um, if you, I swear it'll help. Everyone in Wisconsin has been struggling intensely with allergies. And okay. So this is my sister's testimony. Um she lives in Wisconsin now, and she said everyone's been struggling intensely with allergies, and for some reason she has not been um she has not been suffering from allergies, which is such a great thing. And that's okay. This is the thing. And this is with anything. If you start it and you keep going, you're going to feel better. So as long as you're using things, and it doesn't even have to be a diffuser. It can be a roller ball. It can be you're dropping, the allergy diffuser oil on a cotton ball and putting it next to your pillow. Um, it can be so many things to get you feeling better. And you don't even have to buy, I don't even care what diffusers you buy. Honestly, I just care that you get as pure essential oils as possible. So, um, yeah. So, all right. Well, I don't know if Paul's still here, but Paul, if you're here, I'm really glad you came. And Savannah, and Ryan, they said this is a fantastic time. And yes, my sister is passionate about knitting, or is it crocheting? Shoot, I think it's knitting. She'll tell me in a second. Um, so you don't even have your diffuser, Ryan. Crochet. Gosh darn it. I was so confident. Crochet. Oh, even my brother knows. Cool. Um, so this is my last tangent. If there is something that you're like, why don't you try this anytime somebody, um, like my sister helped me out with the market 2 Saturdays ago, and I was selling these little holders for the counter, and they're very obviously um, crochet crocheted items. And she was like, I can totally make that. And she literally went home and made it. And that is like, if you guys ever want to start your own business, that is with a passion that you like, it's what you already love. It's what you want to talk about all the time. If you want to, like, I did it the other day. Somebody was saying I don't sleep. I'm sweating in the middle of the night because I'm perimenopausal or menopausal. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll bring you a hormones magnesium spray. And then like literally 10 minutes later, another person was like, well, I had trouble with my liver. And I was like, no problem. I've got your liver. I'm going to bring you a liver roller ball. So it's that kind of stuff that, like, if you're looking for that passion of maybe starting your own business, like, that's where it is. It's in the stuff that, like, or Savannah, she was like, hey, I knitted, or I crocheted this whole thing. And it's a really cool thing. And like, she has me obviously pumping her up, but because I've been in business for 5 years, so I'm learning that all you really need is hard work and passion, and you will succeed as long as you're coachable, as long as you're willing to take any critiques, as long as you have people who have gone before you. It's a great time. So, and it's literally changed my whole, like, I'm just a different person. So, um, all right, Ryan. Ryan knew crochet, I didn't. And I guess that's it. So, if you guys have any more questions, message me. Coming up on Thursday will be the next live. I don't think it's going to be at 8 p.m. because it's just really not working for our family. So I might like move as long as you listen and keep pursuing, just do what Rachel did if you can. And I'm so proud of you, Rach. Thanks for the extra info. Those are my siblings being awesome. They're very supportive of me, even though their sister's the crazy oil lady. Savannah's never really thought it was crazy. She's always, oh, a fun little tip is Joyful used to be called Sunshine, and I made that for her when she was having a hard time one time, and I just on the fly made it, and I called it Sunshine because her and I are 14 years apart, and I she was always my little sunshine. So Ryan, I made one for you, but we don't want to talk about it. I made yours. It's called Cravings. That was actually made for you originally. But I don't even know if you know that. Remember when you wouldn't let me use the phone? No, nobody remembers when you let you use the phone. Okay, but I really need one of those clear ones. Was it called was it called Awesome? Yeah, it was called You're Awesome. I should do it would be fun. Nobody cares about That's not true. Actually, everybody cares about stories and why products are being made, but cravings, perfect. I know. But then I did more research, and the oils that I put into it weren't really going to be helpful. So that's okay. But that's why it's there. All right. Thursday, I'll get on live. I'll let you know what time it's going to be. And I think we're going to talk about, I've already forgotten. I haven't slept in the last few days. Our sweet baby girl is not a great sleeper right now. I crave this show. I too use cravings. I literally just rolled some on my throat. Is this a show? What channel is this? You know what? When you start your company, guys, just get your siblings on. They'll make you feel like you can fly. Um, Now that I stopped being a perfectionist, you guys saw in live time me having to give up my perfectionism. Um, it's just not helpful. It's not. I'm gonna like. That's why I'm dumping all these. Channel one, obviously. That's what my sister said. Listen, if you're over on Instagram and watching this, you guys are in for a show. I I can't remember what I'm talking about in my life. I want to say it was something about um either my with a straight face too. I'm hilarious. You don't even know she's great at business and I'm hilarious. Yeah, Ryan's gonna go do stand up. Um, I've lost it. All right, I'll post what um the live is going to be about on Thursday. I will change the time probably just to make it better for everybody. Probably more during the day. Um, and like I said, I'll test different times. I did think about going down the natural Ozempic road, but I'm just not confident in that yet. So if I can get more research in, we can kind of go over that. I would actually like somebody who is on Ozempic. I need to ask them and see if they would be really. Um, you are ageless. um, she shares about she's taken the medicine, she changed her entire life. She's a wonderful woman and just sharing her journey with that. So I thought it would be fun to talk to her just about how that kind of lines up, and she's really big into living that non-toxic life as much as possible. So all right, that's all I got. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And if you have any questions, drop them in the Facebook group or on the get to me put a comment on the Instagram reel live, or if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, drop it there too. All right, love you, boo, love you, Rye. Bye.